Say it again, because my brain went. The laminated pressed wood interiors that we use always become part of the design, and nobody thinks about the interior color of the cabinets until they actually see it come to life, and then they realize what a substantial part of the overall look that is actually. Because we always try to complement the flooring or other elements around, like around the house, or other colors from the color scheme of the house, if we're using solid colors. Although my favorites are wood grains, textured wood grains, because they are by far the most resistant to wear and tear.
Like something very superficial. You walk into a space and you see the door and drawers alignment. So that's for the installation. Then you see how pieces are scribed to the wall, to the floor, to the ceiling. Then if you go more into the manufacturing side of it, you see how the doors were put together. Like if it's a 5-piece door that was painted, and then you have hairline cracks. That's a big no-no for me. Then if you have 1-piece HDF doors like we manufacture, but they're not prepped properly. Like I can tell, especially when the finish gets glossier, you see all the little imperfections. And I can tell you and anybody with experience can tell you if that door was not prepped properly before primer, if it hasn't been sanded after primer properly, or if the spray quality is not there. Your zero, the top of the material or the bottom, the table? But we were like a little bit over. In some places we were even 2 thou. 0.75. We were 0.765 or 0.780 in some spots, right? Right, the one that was cut.
Yeah.
It works, it's a little bit tight. If this is gonna just go in, then we have our formula.
Right.
For the future.
Right.
Okay. 8.291. 11. You see, troubleshooting. Projects take projects. So we did a little bit of a science project now. The thickness of the actual material that we got, even though it's sold as 3/4 of an inch, it's 1/1000 of an inch, right? Thicker.
It was a couple thou.
A couple thou thicker, actually, than 3/4 of an inch. And because of that, the construction, the lock tenon, the lock dado, doesn't go in smooth. It goes in, but you have to use a mallet or it's a little bit tight. So we have this is the top of the cabinet. So the top of the cabinet with the tenon has to go in the dado that's on the side. And you see, this right here is being cut with the math that we were just trying to figure out. And it has to go very easy inside here. You see, it goes in, but it needs a little bit of wiggle to go in, meaning that it's a little bit too tight. And that's okay for the boxes because they get screwed. So the force of the screw is going to close that gap. But in drawer boxes, we're just using glue and we're clamping them. You don't want to have to clamp too hard on it. It will work, but it's just so much easier if you have the math down to 1/1000 of an inch. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work?
Well, leave it in suspense.
But there's skin though, so that's one thing that we have to adjust. It's a little bit jaggedy. It means that it left a little bit of skin, we call it. It means that the outline tool didn't go all the way through the material. It means that we need to adjust again by probably 1/2 thou.